Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Alvarez is making that final walk that separates man and warrior, soon to be embattled there in the ring. He's on his way to the ring, and you can just tell what kind of night he intends this to be. He's just brimming with confidence.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Round number one, scheduled for the championship distance of 12. Teddy, what role can the fans play on the fighters, the atmosphere of the arena, when they know there's two guys meeting up that can bang?
An immature fighter, a less experienced fighter, can get caught up. He can try to satisfy the audience. That's a quick way to be going to the shower earlier than you wanted to.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. By Ricardo Alvarez, feeling the sting of that big uppercut. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Halfway through round number one. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Alvarez. Right hand downstairs. Hits him in the mug with the right. He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm going to bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body, and he figures that he's going to try to move on him, so start doing it early on, and later on, he's going to have a guy in front of him.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Final 10 seconds of round number one. 3 minutes gone by in this round.
Close the jab, carry it away, and you'll catch it, okay?
Got any more of these?
All right, listen, all right? Stop waiting on him. You're waiting on him. Don't wait on this kid. Put your jab in his face and keep it there. Keep it pumping at all times.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Alvarez is nailed by a huge hook. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Up top with the right hand. Teddy, why is it in boxing that there are so many distinct styles that are defined by geography or culture or ethnicity, where we have a Mexican-styled fighter, an Eastern European, you know, upright fighter, an American-styled fighter? Why is that?
Because you are influenced by your surroundings, by the temperament of the people in your surroundings. Aggressive people, aggressive style. Very thoughtful people, people that are very cerebral, well, you're going to have a defensive style. You're going to have a very careful style.
Work in the body.
It's going to fit right in.
And he engages in the clinch. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Seconds remaining in this round.
You just can't move around. You gotta move with your hands in there. Let them things go. Do not fight his fight. Jab and move, stick and move, baby. You know it. Come on now, let's do it.
Beautiful. Nice movement there. Keep that up. Keep moving.
There you go.
And round number 3 is underway. Wow, is he defensively sound.
Not focusing.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Come on, come on. Left and right, left and right. Come on, baby.
Right on the mark with that power punch. Ricardo Alvarez is... Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landed power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Alvarez's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch.
Come on, kid. Focus.
90 seconds to go here in this round. He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut.
Unload right now. More punches, baby. Punches and bunches. Let's see.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Alvarez's punch is far off the target.
Keep working the body.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
How about that left hand? 10 seconds to go in this third round.
To the body. Don't fight this fight. Jab and move. Beautiful. Nice movement there. Now keep that up. Keep moving.
Watch the water in the corner. Too much.
He's winning the fight. He's winning. You got to take it to him in this round. You got to bring it.
Yeah, we'll get him.
Always good to get off to a good start, and that's exactly what he's done tonight on Teddy's scorecard, sweeping the first 3 rounds.
Come on.
Able to dismiss it. Alvarez Alvarez is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Able to get away from that headshot with the block.
Relax, come on now, relax.
Alvarez's punch didn't come close.
Keep working the body.
Pace yourself, doing good. Watch the hook, watch the hook, come on.
And that has some bite to it, that right hand by Alvarez. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. To the belt line he goes with a left hand.
Finish with the hook.
Targeting the uppercut, and it worked. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Back to the body.
That was a left hand that came raining in on him. He does not look good right now. Expect him to clinch. A solid uppercut. Ricardo Alvarez is... blocks that belt line well. So we come to the end of the round, and that was a round that was very productive for him. Now he heads back to his corner, and they're going to try to repeat the success they just had, I'm sure.
Yes, he hurt his opponent there. He's going to want to go back to what he was doing and remember what set up those big shots.
Listen to me. The best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches. That'll keep you away. Relax, relax. You're doing great. Keep them.
Considering the fact that in the last round he got tagged hard, he looks great right now to open up this round.
Well, I'm not shocked because I think he has character. I think there's substance to him. And the only way that you find the mettle of a person is when you test him, when you push him up against the cliff. And he's being tested now, and he's showing what he's made of.
Big shot early on here in the round, and he's already down, and he doesn't look good at all. So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
Nowhere close, that punch by Alvarez. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done. Ricardo Alvarez is showing us a real solid skill set here with his head movement. Teddy, how much of that is just natural athletic ability and instinct, and how much of that is being trained well?
Well, most of it's trained well. If I take a guy off the street, Joe, and he hasn't been taught anything, he's going to throw punches. But usually he's not going to have a good defense. That's something that has to be attained. That's something that has to be taught. This guy has been taught.
He returned fire right there, and it worked. After being rocked, now he gets his man.
At this point, it's not about the skills and the abilities of these two fighters. It's about the dreams of them, and one of them is being eliminated.
Alvarez is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Crashes home with the uppercut.
That's what you worked on at the gym. Good job, boy, good job.
That's the kind of round that tells you all you need to know about what kind of fight this is. Back and forth action, both guys hurt.
That's the kind of round that you better make sure that you did all your work in the gym, that you're in shape, because more to come.
Now what did I tell you? Keep your hands up, right? Now you're throwing your punches, but your hands are down. You good? Okay, now focus. Now focus. Now, come on.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Teddy, it's hard to believe that he'll be able to get anything going if he doesn't throw more jabs.
It's kind of like trying to speak the English language without knowing the alphabet. I mean, the jab is ABC.
Nice strike after catching one by Alvarez.
Working the body.
Alvarez is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Halfway through round 6.
Back to the body. He's tired. He's tired.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. There's that hook to the body. And just grabbing onto his opponent.
Come on, kid. Focus. Uppercut. Uppercut is wide open. Uppercut, baby. Come on.
Not able to connect with the uppercut.
You got this one. Come on, kid. Focus now. I need you to focus for me.
Well, he's committed to the left hand, and it's paying off here. Alvarez is hurt by a superb hook to the head. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. And we come to the end of the round. Alvarez is well conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have him ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this business because you never know with these blind judges sometimes. I hate to say it that bluntly, but time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
So the second half of this fight has now arrived. Alvarez is in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Little head hunting with the left. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work. Ricardo Alvarez is really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab.
Back to the body.
At the halfway point of round 7, and he just holds on there. Good smooth work by Alvarez. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
On him. Nice.
What a trap he just set, and he lands a nice counterpunch.
Yeah, that's the old catch with a ghost trick there. You know, you're there one time, you give him a little shade, you know, a little shadow, and then he throws at you, you pull back, bang, come right back with your own.
I can imagine throughout your career, you've been all over a lot of fighters for lack of movement.
Yeah, it's very, very frustrating because you start to wonder, does he want to win the fight? That's what you start to wonder.
Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds. There it is! Up off the deck and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
1, Nice. Keep it up. This guy's never felt beat like this. Keep the pressure on.
Here you go. That's the best.
You have to start doubling that jab, okay? Double that jab. That'll put us in a position.
All right, how you doing? How you doing? Good, good. Nice and calm. Nice and calm. How you feel? All right.
Yeah, we'll get him. We'll get him.
Start of round number 8. A look at Teddy's scorecard shows that he's in complete control. Teddy, you don't want to become overly cautious, but if you're in his corner, what can you tell him to bring this home for a win?
Oh, it's been a good journey. I mean, you're driving that car beautifully. You know, the only thing is get out of the left lane, move over to the right lane. You know, let that fast traffic, those trucks go by. You don't want an accident right now. Just keep going nice and steady, but in the right lane. Get out of that left lane.
Finish with the hook.
Good block there by Alvarez. Alvarez is doing something that not everybody appreciates, but he is making his defense a major factor in this fight.
Yeah, well, a lot of times people, you know, they only get it done on one end. What I mean about that is, you know, offensively, they use their jab, they use aggression to set up the offense, but he uses defense to set up the offense. He has a double-edged sword.
90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Alvarez is proving to be elusive. Wow, what an uppercut.
Body shot, body shot.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Scored well with that straight left.
Keep working.
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. A well-placed left hand up top. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Okay, listen. You can throw him off with some head movement. That's it.
There you go.
Throw him off with head movement. Listen, he's done. He's done. I want you to double up that jab and finish off with the hook.
I got my...
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance.
That's it, just like that.
Now hugging on the inside. You know, many times we talk about the fact that, hey, at least he's throwing punches, but that's all you can say in this case because he's not landing many of these.
No, they're being blocked or they're missing. They're definitely not landing clean, and you have to give credit to the other fighter being that good defensively.
Like the way he was able to hook to the gut there. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down. Alvarez is getting back up to his feet after being knocked down. Halfway through the 9th round. Not much action as he just ties up.
Keep just like that. Just like that. Keep working the body.
Alvarez is on the bad end of a big hook upstairs. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot.
Focus. Focus. Head and body. Head and body.
Last 10 seconds of the 9th round. Round comes to an end. We saw the knockdown there in that round. A little bit of a momentum gainer.
Yeah, obviously it gives you confidence, but you know what? It can also be a momentum killer, believe it or not.
How so?
Joe, I've had guys where the worst thing that happened to them in a fight was when they scored the knockdown because they thought it was just going to keep happening. And they thought about only the punch they landed, not how they set it up. So they got away from the game plan.
Listen to me. Do you want this fight? You gotta stay.
Start of the round, but Teddy, it could be the end of the fight. He's been knocked down numerous times, including the last round.
You're probably right, Joe, but when things are darkest is when you find out what is special inside somebody, where they can go to a place you never expect them to be able to go to. Look at Archie Moore, Yvonne Darrell, years ago. Archie Moore was over 40 years old, in there with a 20-something-year-old Darrell. He was on the floor 3 times in the first round. He found a way to come back and knock him out in the 11th. Is this another one of those nights?
Uppercut. Uppercut. Keep doing what you're doing.
Alvarez is able to land a good, solid left hand. Distance, such a key factor always, Teddy, when it comes to defense. With his good foot movement, he's been keeping that distance. His opponent, how does he close that gap properly?
Well, first of all, he's got to use his jab to close it because he's getting picked off coming in. He's getting pot shotted. So he's got to have something coming at his opponent that keeps him distracted. Use that jab. Now, don't use it conventionally, Joe. You jab it at the head, you're not finding nothing. You're just finding space. So jab a little lower. Drop the sights a little bit. Jab at his chest. Just so you touch something, and then you can work your way in. You can start to find them a little.
He scores with the left. Alvarez is now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head.
Let it go.
You got this one, baby. You got this one all day, all day.
Come on, kid. Focus.
Targeting that straight left hand. And that's the end of round 10.
Creative now. Let's throw some punches now, all right? You're losing this fight, okay? You have to take some chances. Now just relax, relax.
Okay, that's it.
Now we're losing every round, so let's
You
get
don't
to
need that.
it.
I'm gonna throw that away.
Listen, I'm not gonna stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches.
I'll do one.
Listen, when he reaches in, let that right hand go, all right?
How will this play out? Through 10 rounds, Teddy, you have him down on the scorecards, but just look at what we've seen the past few rounds, and you can see the tide starting to turn.
Yeah, no different than watching a game, whether it's baseball, basketball, football. The team's a little bit behind, but you just know who's going to win. I mean, you just see it.
Do that again. That looked good. Do that one more time. Keep moving. Keep moving. Come on.
Keep those
He
hands
missed
up.
with that headshot. Teddy, I'm starting to wonder, what is the answer for this guy? Can he do anything else than this? Yeah, he throws punches, but he has no accuracy. Can this change in mid-fight?
Well, it has to if he wants to win this fight. And how does it change? Well, you know, the problem is these things have to be put in place in the gym. I don't know if you could do it right now, but if you could, you tell him in the corner, hey, tighten up a little bit, you know, shorten up these darn punches.
Oh! Wow, he goes down again!
This is going to be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
stopping this fight. Alvarez is a knockout victim. He couldn't beat the count. I don't know why we're always so shocked, but we just are. You'd think we'd learn by now that anything can happen. Here's a fight that is clearly heading to a decision, and just like that, it's over by knockout.
Yeah, you need to go to sleep, take a sleeping pill, or do that. Stick your chin out, bang.
It was a good one indeed. And for Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time at the fights.